The words you speak to yourself become the seeds of your future. They grow roots in the unseen and blossom in the visible. And I say unto you now, child of the infinite, your voice, your words, your declarations, they carry the power of life and substance. Your spoken word is your wand. Speak it with faith. Speak it with certainty, and it shall not return void. For just 3 days I ask you to speak to yourself differently, not with fear, not with lack, not with limitation, but with divine authority. Talk to yourself as one who walks with God, as one who is backed by the wealth of heaven. For the next 3 days, use your voice in a new way. Let it be clear, steady, and simple. When worry tries to speak first, answer it with a stronger truth. Do not argue with fear. Replace it. If the old line rises up, I cannot afford this, answer it once with a clean line of faith. Say, God is my instant and everlasting supply, and everything I need is provided now. Say it plainly, say it without drama, say it as a fact you stand on. These 3 days are not about forcing anything, they are about aligning. You do not beg for abundance. You speak as one who has a right to it. You do not chase money. You draw it by the tone you keep. Your words set the pattern that life follows. Keep the pattern simple. I am provided for, I am guided, I am supported. My needs are met in full. Do not speak about what is missing. Speak only about what is forming. Talk to yourself like this. My bank balance rises day by day in ways expected and unexpected. Money comes to me freely, often, and through many channels. I welcome right ideas, right people, right doors. I move through the day calm and sure. I handle what is in front of me with grace, because I know supply is behind me and ahead of me. Say these lines as if they are already true, because in spirit they are. Do not use a pleading tone. Use a settled tone. When you speak as one who belongs to the King, life responds to the voice of a child of the King. When you declare that wealth is drawn to you with ease, you give the law a clear instruction. The law of prosperity is a law of vibration. Your words set the level. Your words are the code. Keep the code consistent. Keep it clean. Every time doubt tries to return, do not study it. Answer it. Say, I choose faith. I choose provision. I choose increase. Say, doors open for me at the right time. Say, I am led to wise action. Say, the way is made. Speak like this, and hold your peace. The outer follows the inner. Change the talk within, and the forms without begin to shift. Treat your speech as currency. Spend it on what you want to see. Do not spend it on worry. Do not spend it on lack. When you speak as though you are already resourced, resources gather. When you speak as if you are already trusted with more, more arrives. You are not trying to make the universe do something. You are agreeing with what is true about you. You are made in the image of supply, not in the image of shortage. For these 3 days, practice this simple standard. Speak life, speak completion, speak increase. If you catch yourself drifting into old talk, pause and correct. No self-blame, only correction. Return to, I am cared for. Return to, I receive with ease. Return to, everything works for my good. The more you return, the faster it becomes your normal voice. Watch what this does to your mood. Watch what this does to your choices. Watch how you carry yourself when your own words stop fighting you and start backing you. You will notice small signs first. A call, a message, a refund, a new idea that solves something. Do not dismiss them. They are proofs that the inner has begun to lead the outer. Bless them. Expect more. And as you speak like this, do not rush and do not strain. Steady is strong. Certainty is quiet. Keep your sentences short, keep them firm. I am provided for now. Money finds me now. My accounts grow now. Help arrives on time. I move with peace. With each clear line you speak, you build a new base inside. From that base, the rest of your life takes shape. I do not chase money. I magnetize it. I let go of the rush and settle into trust. I stop scrambling, grasping, and worrying. I align. I line up my thoughts, my words, and my feelings with the energy of having, not wanting. In the spiritual order, wanting points to lack. Having is the key. So I claim what is mine. I say that money loves to find me. I say prosperity returns to me like breath returning to the lungs. I am a natural magnet for wealth, not by strain, but by essence. I do not need to push. I need to speak. I move as if every step is set on good ground. I sit as one who carries royalty within. I wake each morning and whisper, "Abundance knows my name." I do not wait for the world to approve it. I know it because I have spoken it. What I say with conviction shows up. My words are not small talk. They are decree. My lines are not dust in the air. They are creative force. When I affirm truth, law turns on. When I declare wealth, the flow that belongs to me awakens. I speak with calm strength. The universe is not confused. It waits for my clarity. It is tuned to my certainty. It follows commands, not wishes. I do not beg heaven. I agree with heaven. I do not plead with God. I stand with God. When I agree with the infinite, mountains move and money flows. My words are not random. They are sacred tools. Each sentence I speak is a seed. And as surely as soil answers seed with fruit, life answers my voice with substance. I speak to the unseen and it takes shape. I do not wait to see before I believe. I believe and then I see. I say what I want as if it already exists. I say it out loud. I say it with love. I say it with steady rhythm. Law follows that rhythm. I do not speak of lack. Lack is not my share. I speak of overflow. Overflow is my inheritance. I call money to me, not with fear, but with faith, not with pressure, but with praise. And I remind myself again and again that my words are orders to the universe, and the universe obeys. My voice carries divine authority. It does not stutter. It does not beg. It declares. When I say I receive, heaven begins to arrange. When I say it is mine, doors begin to open. When I say I am wealthy, the currents of life move resources into harmony with that truth. My word sets law in motion. My faith functions as currency. My belief acts like magnetism. And my voice is the vessel through which abundance is delivered. I keep speaking, not to convince the universe, but to align myself with truth. I affirm, I am one with the substance of God, and the substance of God is endless supply. As I relax into this truth, I step into new waves of manifestation that are already forming. They rise to meet me because I am ready to receive. I am one with the substance of God, and the substance of God does not run out. There is no start and no finish to the source that feeds me. I do not earn it. I inherit it. I do not chase it. I allow it. The same life that formed galaxies moves in me. In that life, there is no lack, only fullness, only plenty, only enough, and then more. As I stand in who I am, I see that I do not need to force prosperity to come. It is already inside me, waiting for my voice to bring it into view. I am not separate from supply. I am made of it. I am not hoping for provision. I am immersed in it. There is nowhere I go where abundance is not present. I carry it in my voice, in my breath, in my spirit. The divine does not abandon itself, and I am divine expression. I am an expression of infinite wealth. I do not compare my life to others or measure my value by numbers. I speak what is true in spirit and watch the material world match it. I stop dividing spiritual and material. All is one. All is God. All is supply in different forms. When I live from this knowing, miracles become normal. I do not panic over bills. I address them. I bless them and say, "You are already paid." I do not fear my account. I speak to it. I tell it, "You are growing now. You are multiplying now. You are proof of my inner wealth." I treat money as sacred energy. I command it as a faithful servant. It responds to my tone. It follows how I speak of it. I talk to money like a dear friend, not with fear or blame, but with warmth and welcome. When I say that surprise income keeps finding me, I am well supplied. I open the way for calls, gifts, refunds, deposits, and pleasant surprises. I do not need to plan who or how. I speak the what, and heaven handles the rest. When I declare I am richly supplied, I set spiritual law in motion, and the law does not forget my words. The instant I affirm it, a chain reaction begins. I am no longer tied to the old picture outside. I move by inner sight. I speak from inner truth. I cut the habit of begging and choose to declare. I stop doubting and choose to affirm. I refuse to shrink and choose to expand. And as I affirm wealth, I become a larger channel that can receive it. I expect the unexpected. I expect daily support. I expect money to find me, favor to cover me, and love to surround me. This is not fantasy. This is principle. I am the vessel that turns principle into experience. I release every fearful word I've ever spoken about money. I forgive every complaint and worry. I begin fresh. I talk to myself, to money, and to life with divine power. I speak overflow. I expect wonders. I allow surprise income to meet me with joy. I am richly supplied. I am surrounded by opportunities wrapped in ordinary moments. I do not need all the details. I trust the design. I do not search with anxious eyes. I let it arrive with grace. What belongs to me does not miss me. It is coded to my faith and drawn by my expectation. I say with a calm heart, unexpected money is always on its way to me. I say it not to get it, but because it is already so. I speak it as fact. I declare it as truth, and heaven answers. It is not my job to figure out the how. I speak the what, and God delivers. I trust this spiritual law the way I trust the sunrise. It is steady. It unfolds in perfect time. I put down the weight of planning every step and pushing every door. I stop wrestling with logic and timing. My part is simple and clear. I declare. I believe. I receive. The moment I say what I want with faith, I release it into divine order. There is a wisdom larger than my understanding, and it knows the cleanest, kindest, fastest way. I do not lean on my own idea of how this must happen. I rest in divine intelligence. I let the law do its work. The substance of supply is already moving. The money, the favor, the open doors are already forming. They are arranging themselves in response to the sound of my voice. I do not need to push the river. I speak and I allow. I do not spend my hours building a plan from fear. I do not trace 10 paths and worry over each one. I let the bridge rise under my feet as I walk. I take the next right step in peace. I speak my truth and keep walking forward. I move with a light heart because the construction is invisible and constant. I do not need to see the workers to know the work is being done. I can feel the ground getting stronger as I go. I release the outcome from my hands. I place it in the care of divine law that never forgets, never stalls, never loses a file. I talk to myself gently while I wait. I do not tense up. I do not speak against my own seed. I bless the process even when my eyes cannot spot progress yet. I speak life into quiet hours. I speak abundance into the middle of the wait. I say, thank you, Father, that it is already done before I see it. I say thank you that the answer is arriving on schedule. I say thank you that the way is open even if I cannot see around the bend. Behind every quiet moment there is an arrangement of help. Calls are being lined up. People are being prompted. Papers are moving to the top of the stack. Ideas are being timed to arrive when I can hear them. Heaven is never late. My good is never lost. Delay is not denial. It is timing at work. I trust what I cannot see. I honor what I cannot yet explain. I choose the feeling of already having, and I hold it in my chest like warm light. I do not let my words wander. I keep them on the outcome I have named. I keep them simple and strong. I say provision finds me. I say the right door opens at the right hour. I say what I need is already prepared. I say I receive what belongs to me by divine right and under grace. I make room for grace to do what effort alone cannot do. I let ease join my work. I let favor join my steps. I let timing carry me where force never could. When doubt taps on the window, I do not invite it in. I answer with one clean line. It is done. When fear tries to tell a story about delays and problems, I do not let it narrate my day. I return to the truth. The law is at work. The supply is in motion. The bridge is being built. My part is to keep my tone steady and my actions honest. I do what is in front of me with care and leave the rest to the wisdom that sees the whole field. I notice small signs and treat them as real. A quick message, a fresh idea, a stranger's kindness, a tiny refund. These are not accidents. They are the first drops of rain before the shower. I bless them. I say yes to them. I let them lift my faith, not feed my doubt. I keep my words clean so the flow can get stronger. I choose sentences that are easy to stand on. I am guided. I am provided for. The way is prepared. Good arrives on time. I do not hurry the seed. I do not dig up the ground to check on roots. I water the soil with steady speech. I keep sunlight on it with a calm state. I let patience do its good work. I remember that law responds to clarity, not panic. So I remain clear. I keep saying the what with confidence. I let the how sort itself out. I let the who and the when report to divine intelligence. I hold to the simple truth that never changes. What I speak in faith comes to form. What I bless grows. What I release returns better. If my mind tries to measure chances, I stop and breathe. I am not making odds. I am keeping agreement. I am not chasing proof. I am standing in promise. I say again, it is already done in spirit. I am simply walking it into view. I am safe to rest while the details arrange. I am safe to move without fear while the schedule aligns. I behave like someone who knows the table is set, even if the door to the dining room has not opened yet. I hold my posture. I keep my voice steady. I let grace work where grind cannot. And as I keep this posture, I notice how peace itself becomes a magnet. Ideas meet me, people favor me, paths smooth out. The timing feels kind. This is the tone I keep for 3 days and beyond. I speak the what. I trust the how to God. I live like one who knows the order is placed and the delivery is certain. Because I speak the what with confidence, I let go of fear about money going out. I do not fear spending. I see it as part of a divine cycle. When I give, it multiplies. When I spend, it is blessed. I speak blessing over every dollar that leaves my hand, and I know it returns increased. I say it simply and I mean it. Every dollar I spend comes back multiplied. Money blesses me as it goes and grows as it returns. I do not cling, I circulate, I do not hoard. I trust. Money is not something I lose. Money is something I send, and it comes back home with more. I treat each transaction with gratitude. I thank the money as it moves through me. I thank the law that governs its return. I do not resent bills. I bless them. I do not fear expenses. I call them opportunities to expand. The more I circulate with faith, the more I receive with grace. I talk to money as a loyal helper that respects my energy. When I bless it, it responds. When I release it in love, it returns with favor. I do not fear letting go because I know my source. My supply is not locked in a paycheck. My supply is in God. I step into a higher level of wealth by changing two things at once. I change the way I speak, and I change the way I spend. I declare that every act of giving is sacred, and every return is guaranteed by spiritual law. I'm preparing myself to receive in full because I have released in full. I sow with joy, and I reap with joy. I affirm this calmly and clearly. I am living in my wealthy reality. It is done. It is finished. I receive it in full. I no longer talk as if wealth is on the way. I speak from the place of already arrived. I move from hoping to knowing, from waiting to receiving, from someday to now. My wealthy reality is here. It surrounds me. It shows itself in signs, in symbols, in sudden positive shifts. I walk through my day as one who has already claimed the promise. I have stepped into overflow. I speak like someone who has already received the inheritance. I do not ask if it is coming. I live inside the answer. I treat my space with respect. I carry myself with dignity. I speak with clarity. I expect favor because favor belongs to this atmosphere. I expect opportunities because I stand in right timing. I expect doors to open because wealth does not wait outside. It's welcomed in. My language now reflects my status. I do not use the words of lack, delay, or fear. I use the words of completion. I say I am ready. I say it is mine. I say I am provided for in full. I make no room for inner conflict. I turn off the echoes of not enough. I delete the habit of survival talk. I speak from stability. I speak from surplus. I speak from joy. And life begins to match my words. My role is not to force the outcome. My role is to speak from the outcome. So I rise and I talk to myself like the wealthiest version of me. I look in the mirror and I speak to the person who already made it. I say, "You are abundant. You are taken care of. You are living proof of divine provision." As I affirm, my mind and my body accept what my spirit already knows. I stop chasing. I stop begging. I stop waiting. I receive. I rest in a finished state. And from this higher ground, everything I need moves to me with ease. I give thanks for what I can see, and I praise what is still invisible. Because in spirit, it is already mine. The visible world obeys the spoken word. I keep living in this finished state until it feels normal. I let it settle into my posture and my tone. I do not fear this new level. I do not worry about it fading. It is fixed. It is sealed. It is stable. I open my hands, my heart, and my home. I allow more to come. I honor right order. I let the physical catch up to the spiritual. I am done trying to earn what grace already released. I walk as a good steward. I use money well. I speak life over it. I let it grow through me. I do not feel guilt for having more. I do not shrink to make others comfortable. I stand clean and humble by honoring what I have and multiplying it in service and love. Wealth is not the final target. Alignment is. When I align with truth, wealth follows. I do not split the spiritual and the financial. They are one flow. Both respond to belief. Both move by tone. I speak to my finances with respect. I declare their purpose. I call them holy. In this clear tone, money obeys. It cannot resist blessing. It responds to love and wisdom. I release fear about spending. I release anxiety about enough. I am always provided for. I am always restored. I am always in circulation with the divine. I no longer need to prove anything. I no longer need to convince the universe. I speak and I receive. I declare and I walk in it. I now affirm with clean authority. I am living in my wealthy reality. It is done. It is finished. I receive it in full. And so it begins. As I live in this wealthy reality, I stop asking if it will last. It is not built on luck. It is built on law. Increase becomes my daily rhythm. I speak it in the morning and I notice it in the evening. I bless what leaves me and I bless what returns. Every amount that goes out is part of a living cycle. I send it with gratitude and it circles back expanded. Money is not stuck. It is in motion. I talk to every purchase as if I am planting a seed. Grow well, return with more. I water it with thanks and I expect the harvest. I understand something deeper now. Money is not only physical, it is spiritual. It answers my tone. It follows the direction of my words. When I speak multiplication, increase has an instruction. Giving is not subtraction. It is sowing. I give with joy instead of tightness. I trust instead of counting. What leaves my life in love rises as overflow. I do not tense when I release. I smile when I release. I know the law remembers my voice. My money is blessed. It is protected. It is charged with purpose. It goes out to bless, to build, to serve, and it returns to me larger and brighter. There is no loss in divine law, only return, only rising, only reward. I spend with a steady heart because I know who I am. I am a careful steward of a sacred economy. I speak well of money and it answers in kind. I let go of guilt. I drop shame. I put down fear. I stop apologizing for increase. I walk in honest humility by honoring what I have, using it wisely, speaking life over it, and allowing it to grow through me. Wealth is not the target. Alignment is. When I align with truth, wealth follows. I do not split spiritual and financial. They are one stream responding to belief. I speak to my finances with reverence. I declare their purpose. I call them holy tools. In that clean frequency, money obeys. It does not resist the one who blesses it. It cannot turn from the one who calls it with love and wisdom. So I release fear about spending. I release anxiety about enough. I am always supplied. I am always restored. I am always circulating with the divine. I rise into a larger truth. I do not need to prove, strive, or persuade. I speak and I receive. I declare and I walk in it. I open my arms and I say with calm power, I live in my wealthy reality now. It is complete. It is settled. I accept it fully. I do not wait at the door of overflow. I live inside it. I am not looking for a breakthrough. I have become the breakthrough. This is not a visit, it is a home. Overflow is not a prize I chase. It is a state I embody. I do not question if I am worthy. Breath itself is proof that I am. I was made to receive. I was created for abundance. I speak it. I believe it. I live it. I anchor in it. Overflow surrounds me, moves through me, and expresses as me. In this state, I no longer speak as a seeker. I speak as a receiver. Increase is not a distant picture. It is my current scene. My language shifts. My posture shifts. My spirit shifts. I stand in the reality of answered prayer. I stop repeating old stories of not enough. I tell new stories of provision. I remember the times supply arrived out of nowhere, the bills paid before the deadline, the moments I gave and received in the same breath. I carry these as proof that the law works, that faith produces, that God provides. I speak from fullness. I speak from wholeness. For these 3 days and beyond, I talk to myself like the sacred soul I am. My words shape my world. I do not waste lines. I do not release empty sentences. My voice carries a frequency of completion. My affirmations are clear instructions. My declarations are agreements with destiny. Every time I speak wealth, I hear the answer rise inside me. So be it. I do not wait. I align. I do not hesitate. I trust. I do not chase. I attract. I keep this tone and everything in my life begins to meet it. I say it plainly. I am wealthy now. I receive supply with ease. I receive supply with grace. I receive supply with joy. Money finds me. Money grows through me. Money abides with me. I am one with the source of all wealth. I stop chasing. I allow. I stop begging. I believe. I stop waiting. I receive. My words carry power. My words carry truth. My words carry law. Every dollar I release returns increased. I live in my wealthy reality. It is complete. Overflow belongs to me. I give thanks. I give praise. I give permission. And so it is. Each day I wake with a simple posture. I expect increase. I ask one clean question. How will money find me today? I do not ask it with strain. I ask it with a calm heart. I look for signs. I stay grateful. I bless what I have. I tell the truth with my mouth and I rest in it. It is not my job to predict the path. It is my job to speak the truth and let it move. I name the result. God arranges the route. My words are not requests. They are permissions. When I say I receive, I give heaven permission to pour. When I say it is done, I shorten the distance between the desire and its arrival. I do not tug at the thread. I do not try to weave the whole pattern with my hands. I hold the picture with faith and let divine intelligence handle the steps. The how is not mine. The how is handled. I keep my part simple. I speak. I act in line with my words. I receive with a ready spirit. I release my grip on outcomes. I release my hunt for proof. I do not check the soil every hour to see if the seed is growing. I water it with steady speech. I keep the light on it with a calm state. I bless the process when the room is quiet. I bless the process when nothing looks different yet. I choose sentences that hold me steady. Supply is already on its way. The door I need is already in motion. What belongs to me finds me on time and in order. I see money as a river, not a wall. It flows. It bends. It rushes to the open channels I make with my thoughts and tone. The moment I say I receive divine compensation, the gates answer. The moment I stop resisting and start expecting, the current rises. So I live in daily expectation, not of trouble, but of blessing. I keep my eyes kind. I keep my steps light. I watch for small proofs and I treat them as real. A message, a rebate, a favor, a fresh idea that solves a problem. I say thank you. I welcome more. My speech is no longer mixed. I remove confusion and contradiction. I do not say two different things and cancel myself. I keep my language clean and clear. I speak what I mean and I mean what I speak. With every simple phrase I affirm, life arranges itself to match. I do not rush the calendar. I do not push the clock. I let perfect timing carry me. I do the next honest action in front of me and let grace do what effort cannot. I treat money with respect. I speak to it like a loyal helper. I bless it as it goes, and I bless it as it returns. I do not spend in fear. I do not call expenses a burden. I call them blessed. I sow with a good heart. I expect the multiplied return. There is no loss in divine law. There is only circulation and rise. What leaves me in love circles back in more. I stop asking for permission from the world to prosper. I give myself the inner permission. I agree with heaven. I keep my energy open. I keep my words aligned. It flows because I flow. It multiplies because I bless. It remains because I no longer push it away with fear. I become the invitation. My words become the gate. Overflow is not only around me, it is in me. I live from it. I breathe through it. I give because of it. I stop keeping score. I keep the current alive. I stop shrinking. I keep expanding. My wealth reaches into every part of life: health, relationships, ideas, voice. I am rich in many ways because I speak from truth in many ways. I look for chances to bless. I look for chances to serve. I let money become a tool in the hands of love. I steward what I have with care, and I welcome more with peace. When old stories of lack try to return, I do not repeat them. I tell new stories of supply. I recall the times money arrived out of nowhere, the bills paid before the deadline, the moment a gift met a need at the perfect hour. I carry these as proof. The law works. Faith produces. God provides. I speak from wholeness. I speak from plenty. I speak from now. So I keep this rhythm. Each morning I ask, how will money find me today? Each day I expect a good answer. I listen. I notice. I bless. I keep my words strong and simple. I am one with the source. I am a ready receiver. I live in a finished state. I stand on a clean decree. I let divine intelligence arrange the details while I hold the outcome in a steady heart. I say again with quiet confidence, I receive, I allow, I am provided for in full. I stand in completion. I do not argue with outcomes. I do not ask if the blessing will hold. It holds because it rests on law. I keep my tone clean and my posture steady. I let yesterday's proofs remind me that the order has already been placed and the delivery is sure. I do not circle back to doubt. I do not water old stories. I feed only the truth I have chosen. I live as the receiver I have become. I let this be simple. I speak, I align, I receive. I feel how peace rises when my words stop wandering. I notice how favor gathers when my heart stops reaching. I walk the room differently because I speak to myself differently. I keep the current open by blessing what moves and blessing what returns. I am done measuring my life by fear. I am done timing grace with a clock. I move as one who knows provision is a present tense reality. I say it plainly so my whole being can hear it and agree. I am wealthy now. I am wealthy now. I am wealthy now. I do not force the river. I stand where the river widens and I allow more to come through me. I let ease join my effort. I let favor join my steps. I let timing lift me where pressure never could. I release tension from my shoulders and I let certainty sit in my chest like warm light. I receive divine supply with ease. I receive divine supply with grace. I receive divine supply with joy. I welcome the calls I did not plan, the gifts I did not expect, the ideas that arrive on time. I expect good news. I expect kind timing. I expect doors to swing open because I speak as one who already belongs inside. I treat every small sign as real. I bless the first drops and I welcome the rain. Money flows to me. Money grows through me. Money stays with me. I let it do what it came to do. Bless, build, expand. I send it out with gratitude and it returns increased. I speak well of it and it answers in kind. I am not afraid of its motion because I understand its nature. It circulates in love and comes back in abundance. I keep my hands open so the cycle can continue without interruption. I am one with the source of all wealth. I am one with the source of all wealth. I am one with the source of all wealth. I do not ask the world to crown me. I remember who I am and I speak from that place. I do not chase. I attract. I do not beg. I believe. I do not wait at the gate. I receive what is already mine by right alignment. I carry myself with quiet authority because I trust the order of things. I let my language reflect my identity, and my environment catches up. My words are power. My words are truth. My words are law. I do not spend sentences on fear. I invest them in completion. I use short, steady lines that I can stand on in any room. The outer listens for this tone. People feel it without me explaining it. Opportunities hear it and move toward it. My speech is a clear signal. It gathers what matches. It releases what does not. Every dollar I spend returns multiplied. Every dollar I spend returns multiplied. Every dollar I spend returns multiplied. I bless bills as paid. I bless accounts as growing. I bless decisions as wise. I bless every exchange as seed in fertile ground. I feel the weight of anxiety lift when I bless instead of brace. I see the pattern of increase appear where I once only saw the pattern of delay. I choose the story of rise and the numbers learn to tell it with me. I am living in my wealthy reality. It is done. It is done. It is done. Overflow is mine. Overflow is mine. Overflow is mine. I give thanks. I give praise. I give permission. And so it is. I hold this seal across my morning and my night. I let it sit at the center of my day. I speak from the answer, not toward it. I carry a finished tone into unfinished rooms and watch them resolve. I let peace be proof enough while form catches up. I allow myself to be changed by what I have spoken. I let my choices match my decree. I keep my attention on what I want multiplied. I move through the world as a calm invitation to good. I stop checking the horizon for rescue because I know where my help comes from. I stop delaying joy for later because I live in the answer now. I keep the law in motion with one clear habit. I talk to myself like this. I am wealthy now. I am cared for now. I am provided for in full now. I keep faith in my mouth. I keep gratitude in my hands. I keep order in my steps. I let the unseen finish its work while I do mine with grace. I honor what has arrived, and I make room for what is next. The seal is set. The current is strong. The way is open. And everything in my life rises to meet the word I have spoken.